So here we are again. Thanks for stopping by to listen to the barman and that old annoying guy. Do you ever wonder? Do you want to see who are these men of mystery? Tizz lives in Scotland and runs XRP, a broadcasting legend, I'm sure you'll agree. Craig lives in a studio in the USA, working on music most every day. They come together at this time each week, a wondrous pairing of these two great geeks. So stop in the chat box and say hello, and listen in wonder to Craig and Tizz show.
You are listening to XRP Radio in theory, and can I hear Craig?
Hi!
Yes, I can hear Craig. Yes, everything works. Fantastic. Everything works, minus the chat box, we have to say. However, if you want to chat, I think I've got a last-minute thing sorted out. If you go and watch our live stream on YouTube, that's youtube.com/XRP Radio. You can. There's a chat box there.
Oh yeah, the comment live chat thing.
Yeah, that might work for today. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything that I can specific. Can I make that? Oh, it's not going to let me do what I want it to do, Craig.
You can't share that link, I suppose, eh?
I can. Well, I mean, haha. I like it when we learn things on the fly.
It's the best way to do it,
How
isn't
do I
it?
get rid of this? Okay.
Like I always say, just push buttons till something happens.
Oh, I've got it. I've got it. We've got a make do chat box over here. Now I need to. Now I know this is a great start to the show, everybody.
And you were expecting something better? I mean, hello.
Probably not. Okay. Now we go over here. Okay. I think that looks about good.
Yeah.
I know it says okay. And then we need a thing. Now we need one of these that says I know this is bad.
No, we have dead air on the radio, but that's okay. I'll talk while you type.
I don't think. Well, I mean,
there we go.
Oh, I need to switch those around.
I do love the fact that you abbreviated the word chat. That's impressive.
I didn't mean to.
No, you got main site shit.
Main site shit?
No, it's shit.
Main site shit, yeah.
Isn't that a song by Marco What's-His-Face? Shit. Yeah, shit.
Often.
Yeah, thank you.
It's called Smell, I believe.
Oh, shoot. I mean, oh shit.
I'm going to get the... Once I've pressed all the things, this is a great start to the show. I don't feel bad, though, because I know things are broken.
Oh, no, they're not. It's just if people want to use a chat box, they have to type very hard. Come on now, composure. We're professionals.
Why won't you paste? Why will you not paste? That is so aggravating. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. That's how it is.
You're going to make them type all that in?
I mean, I can't do anything else about it. That's the best thing that I can do.
That's the best. All we can do is the best we can do.
It is. It is.
Correct.
So welcome to the Craig and Tish Show, everybody.
Hello.
We've got this far, however far this is.
Let me find an official timepiece. 10 minutes?
That's some minutes.
Yeah. That's okay. We made it this far.
It's an amount of minutes.
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, cool. Right.
Yes,
on that note, should we play a piece of music and reconvene?
I happen to have one right here. Our first song today, everyone, is called Keep On Groovin' by the Rollbacks.
Oh, I love it when things go wrong.
When it tests our resolve.
Glad you're back to have some fun. Enjoy the music and sing along.
It's a great opening song, actually.
On the dance floor, you got some moves. Everybody, swing at you. She's the one you're looking for.
Yeah, baby. All right, go bass man.
Keep on moving, hold on to the hat. She's the girl, the one you want. Keep on moving, hold on to the hat. She's the girl, the one you want. On the dance floor, you got some moves. Everybody, swing at you.
Groove.
She's the
A little bit chilly.
Yeah.
Keep on moving, hold on to your hat. She's the girl, the one you want. Stay close and don't let her go too far.
That was groovy.
Was it not though?
Was it not groovy?
No, it was groovy.
It was groovy. You're correct.
I am correct. No, I'm Craig, but correct is close. No, I correct.
If you try and say all of Craig's name all at once, it might sound like a correct.
Correct. Actually, if you say hecht in the correct German pronunciation, you get hecht. A lot of in there. Hecht.
I thought you were going for some subtle humor there and was going to say, like, if you say hecht in the correct German pronunciation, it sounds like wanker.
Boy, why are you taking all the technical problems out on me? All of a sudden, you're going to start calling me names.
It's not my fault that there's all the technical problems.
Of course it is. You're the guy with the buttons. I'm just over here sitting in my basement just with a microphone.
I do have a couple of buttons here and there.
You do.
Oh,
Hey,
shit. There's like... Okay.
What?
I like
Oh,
it.
shit.
I just saw something that YouTube does and I like it.
Well, I'm actually able to communicate with the kind machine here on the...
That's a
YouTube
good
thing.
start.
That's really... Hey, you know what's really cool? You should put up the YouTube thing, because then, like, when we talk, there's like a 10-second delay on the camera. So whatever
Oh,
you do,
no, there's even more of a delay there.
that's bizarre, boy.
Well, it's because we are doing all of our audio one way and all of our video a different way.
But the part that's great is on the YouTube channel, my mouth is moving, but your voice is coming out of my head.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I
actually
mean.
pretty
It's all an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Welcome to live streaming from across the world.
Across the globe.
That's why I encourage people to listen live, not to that crap live stream. This is why I never wanted live streams, because I a podcast stream, like pre-recording going back, because if it's live, you get away with it. If it's pre-recorded, the amount of people that I know have gone to our YouTube channel, pre-recorded channel, wherever it is, for the first time ever listening to XRP radio, listen to 5 minutes and go, that shit, that. See you later.
Yeah.
That's that's my problem. Like I look at our visual stream and I'm like, this is two like tired old blokes sitting.
What would you rather have us do?
I've never understood the excitement for visual streaming of radio shows.
Well, to be fair, has any of our listeners reached out to us and said, we sure enjoy your video streaming. Maybe we can just not do it anymore? And
well, actually, this is the ironic thing. A lot of people have gone, yes, I like video streams, less I like video streams. And as soon as we started doing it, it wasn't like loads of people were like, oh, thank you for finally doing it.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually said thank you for finally doing it.
Then maybe we just don't have to continue. We'll just be on the air.
No, I feel part obligated now.
Oh, so you figure like we've gone this far down the rabbit hole, now we have to continue?
It's a little bit. I don't know. It's something. What do you think, all of our listener?
All of our listener?
All of our listener.
Well, there is one.
At the moment. Well, I don't know, because everything's mashed up, so I can't really tell what's going on in the world.
Okay, if you're the only person in the chat box, we're talking to you.
Yeah.
Does the video stream mean that much to you? Just curious.
Like the time machine says, Gefleck sounds like Hecht, which means something that is woven like a web. Also, Spect, which is a sparrow.
That's a pretty
that's how far the time machine is behind.
No, he just typed that in. Well, yeah, okay, hold on. Something that's woven. Yeah, he's still talking about the Geflecht or Gefelt.
Gefelt, but I mean that Gefelt doesn't rhyme with Hecht.
Yeah.
So talking about actually people turning up and our listener. Yes. I don't know whether it was the same for you, Craig, in your past, right? But I remember quite specifically that whilst a lot of my family members and close friends were always like, "Oh, you're such a talented musician. You should really do something. If that's what you want to do, go and do that. I feel like that's what you should do, and we're all behind you." And blah blah blah. Right. And then I started actually doing the music and the gigs.
Right.
And apart from my very first one, all of those people didn't turn up.
Yeah, I didn't really have that situation because I actually didn't have family for the most part, so I didn't have that. My dad would come to a gig every now and then. But yeah, probably different situation for you.
Well, no, actually, I mean, my parents are very loving, awesome parents. They're very cool people. The Bogman, he does radio shows, so you know somewhat of their personality and such. And I not very much like them, but they only ever came to like probably 2 of my gigs, I would say.
Yeah. No, I had friends that would come. Friends was very good.
I had a couple but not again, none in like my real close. When the friends that I had originally when I started doing music were all very like, yeah, do me, that's so cool. And then when it came to the actual gigs, and it's like, you come in, you're fiver for a ticket, £2 for a ticket. I'll pay your ticket, and they never turned up.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. You know, are you looking at Kind Machine's comments in the YouTube chat here?
I like a good video, but never watch XRP. Listen on the radios because audio quality thing. It is better.
He's got a really valid point.
The audio quality is much better because it's an audio only stream, so it's not fight. Like, even if we gave you the top level audio and video, on your side, your bandwidth is deciding whether to prioritize audio, video, whatever else is going on in your house and all that business.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, he's talking about your Never family and that stuff. It was funny because really the best friends I have, I got through my band. So, you know, their wives and girlfriends and whatnot would be there, and I was friends with all of them. So I kind of had a built-in friend base just from playing with Express, you know. So that's how it was for me. Everybody has different circumstances, of course.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was in one of the first bands in my generation at my senior school that played live gigs, and we had a bit of a crowd come to our first couple of gigs from school, but most of what I built up was away from school. It was online based, away for like I'd go to a gig or I'd go play a gig, and there'd be like my band and some of my band mates' friends, but I didn't really have many. None of my family turned up to many of my gigs, other than my first one and the St. Patrick's one.
Yeah.
And the obligatory, I mean, like, let's set aside the end of year school performance.
Right.
But yeah, and I guess it's not to say. I think my point here is it's something that you said at the end of last week, and you're in a bit of another one of your, well, what's the fucking point if no one listens moods. And I was sitting there for a bit and I was thinking, are you right and are you wrong? And I was sitting there thinking, like, it's a lot of people have been put in an awkward position by people being overly, what's the word, positive about the people there. Oh yeah, you know, you're gonna do really good. Yeah, you do music, you do it, and you stick to that, and you're gonna, you know, you're a very good musician, and this is all fantastic. And then when it comes to it, they're actually like, well, sorry, I don't actually like your music. I just think you're very good at making it. But I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna turn up to your gigs. It's not for me. And I'm like, well, a minute ago, I thought I had like 100 CD sales. I've just spent $4,000 on my album to release it, and now all you're saying is, oh, it's not for me.
Yeah, you know, it's so funny. I kind of have a story that kind of ties into that now. My cousin, I don't know if she listens to this show or not, but I always give her a hard time because if I post anything on Facebook about my music, she gives it a like immediately. You know, so I get. But then I've asked her, have you actually taken time to listen to my music? And she goes, no.
Exactly.
So everything I put out, she likes it right away, but she listens to what I'm doing. And that, you know, it's funny because I really was thinking between last week's show and this week's, I almost had a topic for the show, but it was such a depressing downer of a topic. I run into more people now, musicians online, that have this idea of hopelessness. Like, well, with all the millions of bands out there and all the millions of people on Spotify, no one's ever going to listen to anything I do. So why should I even bother? I'm seeing a lot of that now, and I never used to see so much of that. You know, and I've said several times, for me, I do this because, number one, I'm hardwired to do this. I'm a musician. This is what I do. And I keep recording, I keep releasing, and I will continue to do so. I don't promote myself very vigorously. I put it out. I know there's people that listen to what I do. That's great, but I have no what's the word I want, delusions of being famous or whatnot. But I'm starting to see a lot more what's the point from people, and that kind of disturbs me. It's like, so what are you going to do? Quit and just not make music because you think you're going to get lost in the shuffle?
I think so. This brings me to something that I considered, and I didn't want to make it obvious that I considered this week, but it really puts a bit of a divine twist on the perspective we have sat down and had about musicians and creativity. So we look at the popular people of the moment, and they tend to be either sports stars or music stars or film stars, but the heavy basis is popularity is bred around creativity, I guess, at the moment.
Correct.
Now rewind this back a little bit, and whilst people like Mozart and Bach and etc. were moderately popular, or even in their lifetimes, the comparative levels of popularity were probably more around the philosophists and theoretical people and people that were using their mind, the Aristotles, the Platos, these people, if you go back, they were the famous people of the time, less creative, more theoretical, mathematical. If you go back further, the famous people of the time were more like religious-based people, not creative at all, but somewhat prophetic or pathetic, depending on how you look at religion. But that's a different story.
Yes.
Now, we're at the moment we're getting so wound up that it's like, we're getting rid of music and music in its popular form and blah blah blah, and it's like, well, music wasn't always there in its popular form. So, but did people make music before it was popular? Yes. And will people continue to make music after it's popular? Yeah,
of course.
Now, what a lot of people are aspiring to be at the moment, tastes in the world have changed, unfortunately. And instead of looking for great film stars, great musicians, great creators, people are looking now. And I thought about this the other day, and actually, the amount of us that are like, people are getting away from real things and real, it's all bots and AI and algorithms, and that's what's driving people. But if you really think about it, what are people looking at mostly? If you look at like young people, the majority, the mainstream of people today, what are they looking for as their entertainment? Well, what does it seem like they're looking for as their entertainment?
Well, I would say short form videos, reels, that type of thing.
I think you're not wrong in the format, but what do they contain?
They want instant distraction. If that makes any sense to you.
And who are the people behind this instant distraction?
Artists, creative people.
I wouldn't say that. They're the influencers.
Oh, that's
they're these people that are showing their kind of life on air. That people's entertainment isn't from these creative types now. But we are looking for real people doing stuff. Even if it's real people using AI, real people stocking their fridge. Yeah, like the amount the majority of videos, short or long format, that you're seeing released now that are getting large amounts of views are people about their everyday life. Yes, a more exciting everyday life is more popular, so people, fishermen catching a big fish to so people that can make their life more exciting. And I guess that's the same in what we used to have as the musical world. So there were bands that people liked, and the more exciting that band can seem, whatever musically, if you're a death metal band, great. But if you're a death metal band that puts on a stage show like Slipknot, you're more likely to get more people. Again, if you're a fisherman, great. If you're a fisherman that's got some money behind you, you've got a big boat and you can use the big poles and the fancy lures and whatever, people are going to look at you. But the basis of what you're looking at, if you look at all the visuals across the board, the majority is it's actually real people that people are seeking out. The difference isn't AI or saturation anymore. I'm feeling the difference is people are less interested in just music as their main thing. The music is always there. It's in the background. It's a free commodity. It's in films, blah, blah, blah. But the mainstream entertainment, when it went from... And I guess you've got to look at in history when things have been delivered so they're possible. Music happened first, then video happened. Now the internet and influencing happened, and audio only formats. It just makes sense for it to die out because there's audio and visual formats, which is more interesting, and then there's audio, visual, and social impacts, which is more interesting. Then there's audio, visual, social, and socio-economic interest, which is more interesting. And the closer you can connect to someone, the less that first thing makes much of a difference, or people care about it. Music will always be a thing, but I think we have to come to the point where like you've either got to attach to a very small amount of people because they really enjoy what you do specifically, and they will pay a little bit more money for the 10 limited edition collector's editions vinyls you've put out. Or you can be someone that puts your entire shit out there and entertains people as a real human being doing real human things. And if you base things on that, the scariness of AI, I think, is a little bit less scary.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really do think, though, it really is instant gratification. I think it's convenience of media. I mean, even for myself, I mean, it is not that often I would come down here in my studio and just put like a CD in my stereo, right? And just sit and listen to it. Not when I have my cell phone, then I have Apple Music. I push a button, put my pods in, and where we go. For me to come down here and actually have to, put a physical disc into a thing and hit a button and sit back and push buttons.
I mean,
more work.
But fuck all that anyway. Like, how many singular pieces of music from start to finish outside, say, driving or on a treadmill, because they don't count because there's nothing fuck all that that's the only thing you can do there. It's captive audience. So outside of that, how many singular from start to finish pieces of music have you listened to this week?
Nothing. How
many films have you watched this week?
Nothing.
How many reels and YouTube media videos have you watched this week?
Tons.
So there you go. Like, that's out the window. If you're going to turn around and say, "Oh, it's convenience," I know you have Apple Music on your phone. I know you have access to music at any single point that you want to do, and you can sit down and listen to music any single time you want to do. The only time that you do listen to that music is out of your convenience when there's nothing else to do. You can't go to the gym and put a TV in front of you, so you've got because music alleviates the situation that it's already in. It's not something that anybody wants to do anymore. Nobody wants to just listen to music. Most people are like, I'm in the kitchen, I'll put on the radio. I'm in the car, I'll put on the radio. I'm on the treadmill, I'll put in the radio. We've got to admit, you are a musician, Craig. You have been in a cover band for a large amount of time. You're very passionate about music. And even you, sitting there right now, would rather do anything else than just sit and listen to music. Point proven.
Yep. Okay.
So there's no point in us complaining about it, going, well, no, nobody likes music anymore, when none of us are sitting. Well, how many times did I listen to music this week in preparation for this show, and that's it? Or in preparation for the tag show, and that's it.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I mean? What's the point in me sitting down here and going, "Oh, it's because AI and saturation of music and no one wants to listen to it"? If I'm not willing to put in the effort, if the most passionate lovers of music aren't sitting there and listening to music, then we need to find a different way around it and show how that love of music is.
I still don't think it's going to deter musicians from creating.
No, because
it's not. Why? Why would you not?
I think if anything, music will become more real because people won't be chasing money anymore. People won't be chasing that fame dream. People will be making music like they used to make music back in the past. because they enjoy it and they want to take a journey through composition. I think we're at a point now where everyone's complaining about AI, and AI may make a shitload of money, but we're about to get more of the most real music than we have ever heard before.
Kind of like an anti-AI backlash type of situation.
I don't think it's I can't call it anti-AI. I think finance in music should be taken away because it didn't used to be there.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people complaining about, oh, well, you know, people don't buy my album anymore. There's no money in it. What's 1,000 years ago? No.
Well, the business is just so different now too. I mean, it used to be, you know, you got a label. The label gave you an advance. More often than not, the advance was used to get a studio. That's back when you had to use a professional studio. Now studios are everywhere. Everyone has one. You know, it's just back in the 60s and 70s, it was a whole different model. So you really can't compare them.
The whole thing's out the window now. Like in all areas of life, technology is taking hold. That's a fact now.
Well, of course.
And if we're willing to get in a car to go to the supermarket instead of walk, realistically, we can't complain. If we're then willing to use a self-checkout service, even less ability to complain.
You got
if you're not growing it in your own fucking garden, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like I've got to a point now where I've been listening to so many arguments and so many people sending me the same thing, and I just went a little bit back in history, and I'm thinking this would never have been, there wouldn't, 2,000 years ago, there wouldn't be, oh, what about the real artists? They wouldn't be saying that because the real artists weren't making any fucking money. You know what I mean?
That's very, very true. Very true. There's something here in the chat. Kind Machine is saying he loves going into his studio and listening to vinyl or CDs through his system. It's good training. I get to hear what professional music should sound like with my gear. Now, for me, when I listen to professional sounding mixes in my studio, it just makes me realize what crap my stuff is, because I don't understand a lot of that audio engineering and production. I think I do a decent job, but it certainly isn't polished and it certainly isn't CD quality. So I tend not to. I mean, if he uses it as a reference like that, more power to him. But for me, I just find it depressing. It's like my stuff will never sound as good as or as slick as it sounds. I
want to put this out there. Like the amount of people, I think musicians are. I'm one. You're one. We're pricks.
Oh yeah.
We're a bunch of fucking idiots because we get so wound up about this like production thing and mastering, and it needs to sound perfect, right? Now go take that to your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your dog, whoever that isn't musician based, and go, what do you think this one's better or this? And they don't have a fucking clue.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't know.
Yeah.
We are literally making it sound better for ourselves most of the time.
That's true.
It's ridiculous.
It's so funny, man. When I use DistroKid, right, it has that one. They offer their mastering service, their automated mastering. Before you submit, and of course, it's like more money. But of course, their mix is brilliant, compared to what you came. But 9 times out of 10, it has more treble and it's louder. Is all I can really see. So I never use it, but it's the option.
There's a lot to be like. We're pre-conditioned to like something that is customized.
Yep.
So instantly, if you have just the bass, mid, treble dials on your stereo, radio player, whatever.
Yep.
Right. And you are, again, through conditioning in life, honestly, you are an electronica fan like me, a drum and bass fan like me, a funk fan like me. What is the common denomination from tone in all of those tracks? Bass.
Bass.
So
right.
I'm going to turn up the bass and I'm going to go, that sounds better.
Right.
how much effort have these people put into producing this music for it to sound so specific. And this is why production's an absolute piece of bullshit. Mastering production is all bullshit, because we put all this music out and go, look how good this sounds, everybody. This is perfect for everybody to listen to, and we don't even think that that's going straight onto someone's stereo that's got the bass cranked to 10.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. I will say this too. As an older guy, this is going to sound really corny. Excuse me, but some of your most basic and most original rock and roll tracks, your most legendary rock and roll songs, did not have pristine audio quality. Back then, they didn't have that. It was all about soul and feel and fire and reaching you in the gut. That's what rock and roll was supposed to be about, not fucking how your bit rate is and all this other shit. It was rock and roll. It was supposed to be sloppy and messy, and that's what it's supposed to be. So that's my 2 cents on that one.
What's crazy is like old school. Man, it sucks that this is missed from the current music world. But old school, I remember sitting down and it was nerdy as fuck, because you'd be sitting down with your mates and there'd be some twat in the circle that goes, did you know on the 68th bar on the third note of this, he misses his note? Oh, listen for it. Listen, he misses it. He misplays it, the guitarist does. And you're like, holy shit. And you're like, I'm recording in the note. Oh, you know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous. It was so nerdy. And now you see that in films where it's like, oh, you hear someone cough in the background, or famously there's a Starbucks cup in an Avatar scene or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but like, and people like get nerdy about that kind of stuff because they see the realism behind the film, something tangible and real behind what's happened in the film. Which is idiotic that we're doing these things and then being like, music is saturated with AI. We don't want to listen to AI because we want real people. And we've already ditched Bach, we've ditched Eminem, we've ditched the Gorillas. Now we're on to actually fake people.
Right.
What do we do now?
Kind Machine says, and some of the classic songs we all loved were recorded on what we would call inferior equipment. What is the classic line? Didn't they record Sgt. Pepper on a 4-track?
I think so.
It was 4 or 8. It wasn't a whole. It was not a plethora of tracks, folks.
I would say the original unread. We've got to realize that for more modern audiences, a lot of these did get re-recorded, remastered, and re-put out.
That's a good point. Fair point. Yes.
And I would stand by the fact that with a lot of these things, if you played like a 15, 16-year-old, even if they were really into 60s rock and roll, an original recording of an original Beatles release, I don't think they'd enjoy it as much.
They wouldn't know. I
guess. I can't prove that. And, horses for courses, as it were, swings and roundabouts, whatever you want to put.
I'm not going to tangent here, but just a quick aside. Any video gamers out there, how many times have we played the same game in a remastered format for a newer system? How many versions of Kingdom Hearts are there? How many versions of Halo are there? Same concept.
Yeah, I just finished that, by the way.
Good job. I'm hardly into it. So, anyway, record don't play no games.
Right. Should we check on the next tune?
Right on. All right. Next up today is Love You So by Kill for Eden. Maybe.
There we go. So I thought, is this kill for Eden, like to kill to get into Eden, kill for the place Eden, the Garden of Eden?
No. You've got a really hot girlfriend named Eden, and
I couldn't decide whether it was killing for Eden or kill for.
Yeah, no, it's kill. She's really hot, and she's worth it. Speaking of Spider-Man, I went and saw him yesterday. It was a little slow.
Is Spider-Man really hot?
Well, his girlfriend is. But would I kill for her? I don't know. record.
Is she even called Eden?
No, she's called MJ. That's a whole different story.
I know that. I know that.
I know you know that. Ay, ay, ay. This is a very nice.
Why are people messaging more in this chat box than they do? The Cry Machine, Wrecker.
Maybe we just need to keep it over here on YouTube. I don't know. No, this is a very good conversation. Which is funny, as usual, we kind of veered off the original concept, but that's fine.
I think it's still within the realms.
Well, we talked about commitment. Okay, I guess commitment to one's music, I suppose. I think I'd like to talk about, I mean, you're more familiar with musicians than I am. Do you know anyone who really puts like a 24/7 effort into promotion and is on socials constantly? Do you know of any bands? You probably do. You know a lot more people than I do. That's their job. All they do is promote their band, and that's what they do. A 24/7, that's their push.
I think one is it's more done like a project coordinator. So like you're not gonna just promote stuff if there's nothing to promote. You've got a new album launch. You're gonna hammer it for like 4 months, and then you're gonna tail it off, and we're gonna wait for the next project. Or when you're in albums, there's live project marketing, and then there's continuous marketing. And even the biggest marketing team understands that, like, between June and July is not our time. There's no point in us. We'll put a few posts up to just keep things ticking along, but we're gonna rest during this point. We're gonna have a load of bullshit queued up just to keep the socials ticking by and whatever.
Yeah,
and we're gonna use that time to plan our next marketing campaign. The biggest failure that anyone that markets or advertises everything in the world currently has is they feel like it's an everyday job, and it is not. But you do, like, look at products in stores. Products don't come up with a new product every single week like musicians do. They don't come up with a new album every single month like musicians do. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
You're listening to XRP Radio. I think Craig pulled a valid point there in the break. Can you ask me the same question again?
Oh, I just said, are you aware of any musicians or bands that actually put like a 24/7 push on marketing? I mean, that's what they do every day. They're online, they're checking their socials, they're out on, Instagram, whatnot, and they're just promoting themselves constantly. And that's like their job. 8 hours a day, push, just go. Do you know anybody who's that rabid about it?
I don't think anyone does that, to be honest. And I think it's a mistake for people to think that people do that. I think when a band's just released an album, they'll be like that, or about to go on tour, or got in gig season, they'll do that. But I think the amount of time that people put into things, I was saying, like, being a musician isn't if you're going to do this properly, you need to take notice of the world around you and not yourself. Look at when to release music, and then when it's a bad time to release music, don't fucking release the music. You know what I mean? Release at Christmas, or you will figure it out for yourself. It's a bit of trial and error. Everyone is different. You can look at the mainstream stuff and you can try and copy that, and it may do you well. You may have to go out on a limb because your music's nothing like that, and you may be a horror death metal band that has a very big pickup in Halloween, but is absolutely terrible for Christmas because no one wants to hear that whilst they're having a party. You know what I mean? But I think turning around and looking at bands and thinking they are just hammer promoting 8 hours a day every day is not true. They're hammering 8 hours a day and then they'll pre-queue a load of just bullshit, just menial stuff. Because if you've hammered something every day for 2 months ready for an album release, right? There's going to be a lot of new fans that you've gained over that period of time that hasn't seen any of your other stuff. So you can just recycle that. For a few months. If you go and look, like the biggest thing that I don't understand why people don't do this, go look at something that's similar. Go online, look at someone else doing stuff and see what they actually do, and don't be under a pretense of, oh, they must do that every day because you've seen 4 posts in one day. You think, oh, they advertise every day, all day, every day. Look, they've done one. They might have just been awake that day. They forgot to take their heroin. I don't know. Like it could be like that though. You need to start taking a look, because if you just look at what social media gives you, you get under this impression that everyone is more on it than you are, and it's not, because you click on your favorite band's post and that's all you're going to see for the next 2 days, and all of a sudden you think your favorite band is on a massive marketing flex. They're not. Facebook's just gone, you like that, we show you more.
Oh, so that's the algorithm. I mean, by the same token, I don't want to be spammed. I don't need to hear about your album 5 times today. You know, I mean, look at for my stuff, when I release an album, I put out a post once. It's probably my bad. I should probably do it more often to remind people. But one time, hey, this is my new album. Here it is. Talk to you later. That's it. I don't really every other day. Hey, by the way, you know, because I don't want to wear out my welcome with people.
There's something that we've all got to bear in mind as well. Facebook doesn't want to put people off being on Facebook. Twitter doesn't want to put people off being on Twitter. Instagram doesn't want to put people off. They want you to stay on their websites because it makes them money.
Right.
So don't approach these platforms thinking, oh, if I post this every day, every single person, we all know that if we post something, half the people don't see it anyway.
Well, not only that, but if you have your group of friends on Facebook, your advertisements are going to go to that exact same group of people every time, right? You're not going to get people unless you pay for an ad and they boost their post. That costs money.
Yes and no. I mean, reaching new things is about, like, you know, that's when you start using other people's pages. You turn around to a band or a radio station and go blah blah blah. You turn around onto a group and say, "Can I post this in your group?" And you get new things.
Right.
That's not so much what I'm trying to point at. What I'm trying to say is, if I post a post on, so you're saying you don't want to annoy your friends, right?
Correct.
If I post my new album at 6 o'clock in the morning and you see that and you're like, oh, great, Tizz's new album is out, right? And I post it at midday, you're probably not going to see the second post. Why are you under the opinion that you're going to annoy me by reposting? I'm only going to see 1 or 2 of them.
So I probably should do it a bit more often than
right. We all know how the algorithm works.
Right.
You know, we are very good friends on Facebook.
Right.
How many posts of mine have you seen this week?
Boy.
Say no more.
Yeah, there you go.
You see what I mean? So how many posts of yours have I seen this week? Maybe 1. Yeah. How many posts do you think you've made this week?
1, maybe.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean, take it away, Craig. That's 100%. So it's like, did you see where I'm getting at, though, with that?
I do. Here's my big question for you, though. You know, now these, I'm going to use quotation fingers here. These big bands, these major bands that have, like, you know, millions of plays on Spotify and all these followers and all this stuff. How do they do that? How do they achieve those numbers?
Okay,
another question. Do they hire a team of marketing somehow that pushes all that for the band, or does the band have hands-on and they're doing that themselves?
What? No, because you've got to look at the world now, and you've got the likes of the Skinner Brothers and Ren specifically that are very, very independent. Like they're independent. They both of them played Glastonbury recently. Even though it was one of the smaller tents. I think it was Glastonbury. Ren and the Skinner brothers doing very well at the moment. And most of it seemingly done off their own backs. Personality is more important than ever now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look back at some of the big bands, right, Red Hot Chili Peppers, full of ego, personality, and shit like that. Down to Kylie Minogue, absolutely. Initially, full of, I'm pretty Kylie Minogue from Australia. I was a soap actress, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? There's a Kiss, you know, very stage performance, full of personality.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And a lot of people want to see that behind the scenes stuff. Now, the Skinner brothers, if you look at them, they do a lot of, might not be to your taste, but they do a lot. They promote their music whilst doing behind the scenes stuff. So, like, they did a part of a music video that was them walking around. I'm sure it was Glastonbury or Global Gathering, one of the two. And they're walking around like the fields in the background, and he's got the two guitars, and he's just rapping. But it's like me on the way to the stage, or our marketing team are on point, and it's people that are all involved in it. Like, I think it's very hard it's almost impossible these days if you can't build a team around you.
Mm-hmm.
And some people can build a team that are all their family and friends, and it just works. Some people have to encourage a team, maybe with finance or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people need to be picked up by other talented people that are willing to take a risk. You know, some people have turned around to other people and go, I think you've got what it takes. I'm going to market you for free, but I want 50% of whatever you get, like, you know, whatever it is.
Right. Yeah.
But like, is Craig Allen Hecht? Why isn't Craig Allen Hecht famous? Which I feel like part of the question actually is. You know what I mean? Why isn't Tizz famous? Why isn't the Kind Machine famous? Is because you look at all these people that are doing well, and they've got a lot of people and a lot of skill behind them, whether it's themselves or other people or what. You have to build that. It is a business at the end of the day.
Right.
You look at the silly. There's like Marty and Michael on their influencers online. They just hit each other with like ping pong balls and tennis balls and stuff. That's all they do. These pain-influencers, as it were, the modern version of Jackass or that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
But if you look at them, they've got filmographers behind them, they've got marketers behind them, and whilst it's not a mainstream group of people, they have the team that can help them. They have the specialities. And people forget this. People just think, I'm a musician, so I can be famous. And it's like, no, actually, your album art sucks, and that's not going to get you anywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, actually, your marketing campaign sucks, and that's not going to get you anywhere. It's nothing to do with how good or bad you are as a musician. It's about how serious you want to take yourself as a musician. And it's to understand that you're a musician, mate. You're not a videographer. You're not image. You're not a graphic designer. You're not an official marketer. You're not an accountant. You're not a manager. You're not a promoter. You're not any of those things. You're a fucking brilliant musician. And the only way that you're going to transcend that, well, why isn't people listening to my music? Marketing. Well, I market myself. You're not good at it. Sorry. Some people are good at it. Some people are just switched on and can do all those things. And when they can do all those things, it brings more people on board, and you can start to delegate. And then it is easier to delegate because you can turn around and go, this is the job I was doing here. Now you do it.
Right.
You know, there's so many different levels, but I am so fed up of this age-old, oh, my music's fantastic, why don't people listen to me? It's like, well, they do, you're just not reaching a lot of them. Sorry. This is life. You know, you need to be quite constant on it. So one of the most important things about all marketing advertisement is memorability. It's why in kids TV shows they do a lot of repetitive structure. Teletubbies always had that again.
Yeah,
Radio tends to repeat the top 40. The more you hear, the more you see, the more you like, the more it seems popular. So look, I've said the Skinner Brothers a lot during this little monologue, shall we say, because I've seen them a lot in my feeds, other people talking about them. So my brain's gone, these must be getting popular. Now, I'm pretty sure you won't see this anywhere outside of the UK, to be honest. I think you'll see very little about the Skinner Brothers naturally without searching for it outside the UK.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, but they've done it very clever. They've infiltrated a certain amount of festivals, and they're not broadcasting to the world. They're going, we're at Glastonbury, so let's advertise to everyone at Glastonbury and make us look popular at Glastonbury because we were at Glastonbury, and Glastonbury fans can see that we were at Glastonbury, and then people at Glastonbury start talking to each other, going, you heard the name Skinner Brothers? And you go, yeah. A little bit underground, and you start getting that in vibe. But you need the right people doing things at the right place with that right mind to put that forward. You know what I mean? If you go and do a gig and there's quite a few people that are doing a gig, then make sure every single person at that gig is talking about you after that gig. So after that gig, you go and you make sure you've posted on the venues wall, the promoters walls, the other bands walls. And all those people that are involved in that gig suddenly see you outside of the gig.
Mm-hmm.
So popularity level 1. Re-mentioned popularity level 2. And it's just about trying to find that third point that you can reconnect with those people. That may be seeing them comment on the band that you've commented and gone, oh yeah, we came for this band, but we saw you too. And you message them again. Oh, connection level 3. I remember that band. Oh, I've heard about them more than once, and now they're talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
That's his life. But it's not about doing it 20. If you're going to do it 24/7, you've got to have a lot of effort and a lot of passion to do it. Yeah. So, like I say, it's not about doing it 24/7. It's about building the team. No company, no other product in the world. You know, if you made the world's latest levitating microphone that just sits in front of your mouth every time that you speak and just follows your mouth around like this, and you've invented this, right?
Right.
Are you going to sit in your bedroom making 700,000 of them by hand? Or are you going to go to a manufacturer to make them?
Yeah.
If you're going to promote your music, are you going to do it all by hand, or are you going to go to someone who knows or is learning? This is why college bands do so well and young bands do so well, because you go into college or you go into uni and you've got a band and you go, right, let's go see who's doing a marketing course. Let's go see who's doing a graphic course. And you end up building these people. This is the big thing about university. It shouldn't be about getting jobs. It should be about building business, because it's the perfect way to communicate and connect with alike people with you. Once you're out of uni, college, or a creative job, you got a lot harder work.
Right. So I guess
just all the time.
Yeah.
That was me saying, should we play music?
Oh, okay. I was going to make a point, but that's fine.
No, make your point first. I don't want the point to be lost.
No, my point was just going to be, and I've said this a bunch of times, and I'll just repeat it again. For me, for myself personally, am I comfortable with where I'm at? Am I happy with my little world and the music that I make? And yeah, I am. I'm content. I really am. You know, and it says, in my world, my thing is busting my butt, working on a piece of music. Once that's released, then I have to go into, okay, what am I going to do now? Well, how do I follow it up? That's my world. That's my little cocoon. I don't worry that much about promotion, but am I comfortable with what I'm doing? Yeah. And I think that's it. I think that's the magic thing. If you're happy doing the way you're doing it, then what's wrong?
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
You know? Oh, you're fine. But yeah, that's my point. Anyway, let's play a song, eh?
Apparently the chat box on the website's fixed, but I'm just going to say stay here, everyone.
Yeah, this is fun. Okay, next song up. Ready?
Yes.
Right on. Thieves in the Night by Operation Neptune Spear. I remember these guys.
Promise, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that chat box anyway, just in case people do turn up.
Oh, that's a good point.
Hi.
Hi.
What Kind Machine was talking about, that band that had a song called "When Will I Be Famous." I should have mentioned "Preparing for Stardom." My version.
How do I get to the YouTube chat? There it is. Probably. Some food, but I don't know what one. Sorry? I didn't hear you again. I might do.
Yeah, we almost signed Intelligent on this episode. It's kind of scary.
Right, fuck it, I'm going to switch them over.
Well, if you are, I'm going to too then.
Oh, it's almost seamless.
There we go.
Hello, everyone and everyone.
Everyone and everyone?
Or maybe half of them.
Okay, just load it. Okay, that works. Okay, so what happened while we were while we were away from the XRP chat box? We have Kind Machine saying that he is omnipotent or omniimpotent or something.
I'm
really sorry to hear that, my friend. That's gotta be horrible.
If I had a nickel,
Omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
I want to be omniimpotent.
We have moved over to the XRP Radio chat box for all those that were on YouTube. That's xrpradio.co.uk/chat because it is working again. We had a cough that broke the chat box. We had an SSL certificate error that our developer.
Oh, I'm dead quiet here. They can't hear me. This is good. You guys can't hear me on XRP?
Oh, They should be able to hear you now.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We're reaching the Highland Coos.
Hello. I feel for the majority of this episode out of these, I've just been listening to you through my headphones and not actually having the headphones on.
No, you know, you've had your studio speakers on for me today.
No, I haven't.
What are you listening to me on?
Through these?
But they've been sitting on the desk, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Am I talking that loudly?
Or I've got them turned up that loudly, one of the two.
Apparently. Good Lord.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm in the toilet.
No, it shouldn't.
Don't tell my wife that.
Always fighting a lot. One of the two.
That's where he is again, eh?
You shouldn't be in the toilet anymore. Don't worry.
Well, I am an old man. I'm not omnipresent. I'm incompetent. Or no, I'm what's the word? Incontinent. That's what I've got. Yes. So, oh, I'm back. Oh, good. Back in the saddle again, baby.
There we go. Everything
anyway, everything works. Yay! Everything works if you let it. Okay, good deal. So where are we? We are
back on xrpradio.co.uk.
Yes, we are. Continuing our conversation about what promotion or commitments.
No, the commitment to. I mean, we were kind of talking. Well, I was kind of pointing out that, like, for the majority of people out there, if you look at them and you think, "Oh my God, how are they doing all of this themselves?" 9 times out of 10, they're not, or they have nothing else to do.
Yep, there you go. See.
You do have to build something that's passionate. It's something that I got a little bit excited for you about recently, actually, Craig, and getting more people involved in your music.
Yes.
You know, if I was you, when that gets released, I'll make sure that those people that are also involved are sharing it and telling their friends and telling around it. Like, yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was distracted by the chat. I was typing. I'm sorry to hear. Oh, I do have some good news. I have discovered this new thing online called Echo Nation. Apparently, it comes out of England somewhere. It's like kind of like a much better version of Reverb Nation, and I moved myself over to there. And already, I'm number 3 in their charts. I've had 94 profile views this week. I'm very, very pleased. So it's pretty cool.
I did see as well.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Joe Hodgkin, our good friend from the Killogic Effect, posted something recently about I know I've got to scroll for it. It was a new streaming platform that was in short was basically doing what we're eventually going to do here on XRP Radio, but putting more money back in the artist pockets, but they're a little bit further ahead than I am, and now I can't find the fucking thing.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a new music group doing streaming and sales, kind of what XRP is looking to do when we finally reopen. So there we go.
I've also got some big news. I made my ever first Instagram reel this week. I've been stumped by Instagram. So, of course, you know who showed me how to do that? ChatGPT. Ta-da! Because I couldn't fucking figure it out. They gave me the step-by-step. Here's how you make a reel. Okay, cool.
I am not going to lie, like, with the amount of promotion that we're going to be looking to do upon the relaunch of XRP Radio, and the fact that my main priority is the quality of music over anything, that there is very likely going to be some heavy usage of artificial intelligence in the administration of XRP moving forward.
Yep.
Purely from the fact that we've always all been about music and creativity, and we're less about having a desk job. And the last thing that I want to do is put someone in a desk job to administrate this bullshit. But yeah, what are people's thoughts about that? We have no money. We can't hire unless someone is going to turn around to it and go, "I'm going to be your," until you start making money.
No, I'm totally cool with it. Like I've been saying, I am definitely not going to use AI to make music anymore, but I definitely have no problem. Like I said, help me figure out how to make a reel and Instagram or that kind of shit. Yeah, I'm all about it with that. That's great because Instagram always stumped me because you can't put links in your stuff and everything. And I didn't understand any of that. So
it's a very short video kind of machine, just so you know.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds, KM.
Yeah, see, you may have noticed that some of our recent promotions have been altered versions of our original promotion. And yeah, like I insist that there will be a base of initial creativity in everything that XRP outputs. But for Craig's album release show last week, I did basically just turn around to chat GPT because everyone here knows that I can put an album's front cover on a piece of artwork, right? Yeah?
Yes.
I've done it a million times before. It's plausible, right?
Yep.
Now, instead of getting my Mac opened up, opening Photoshop, importing the image, making a frame for the image, making sure that the stuff has been moved around on the image so the album image sits in place, I did turn around to an artificial intelligence and says, can you put an album artwork on this? And it did. And I says, can you make it have a yellow frame around it? And it did. And I had that going on a mobile device on the side whilst I was doing the main amount of promotion by hand. Now, that allowed that promotion to go out at about 2 or 3 o'clock instead of 7 or 8 o'clock.
Is that what you'd use to make our little cartoon guys look different?
Weirdly enough, no. So I used, just because I was very interested in this, there's a comic book animator in which you can take a character. I guess it was a little bit AI actually. Okay. You can put a character into it. So I took our characters and put it into it, and then I presume using some AI, it finds all the movement points of said character.
Right.
So then you can move them into different positions.
Uh-huh.
So whilst AI allowed me potentially to animate said characters, the positions they were in were done by hand.
I see.
Now, I would say I think AI, this program, I don't know if it's AI or not, this program slightly changed our arms and hands to make it more editable, because I think our original ones, we were just stumps.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I added a little bit more definition to allow you to move the arms and hands. Now, one thing that I didn't want it to do, and I put this to everyone, go and look at the recent Craig and Tish show thing, because if you look at us, we don't look too bad. It's not overly AI. It's been a reinterpretation of something the Boom Smack did, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
But if you look at our logo in the top corner, we look like Chairman Mao and King Jong-il. Have you zoomed in? I'm gonna do it on the feed now, just because it's so fucking fun. It is absolutely ridiculous. Let me just pull it up.
I didn't notice that. Wow.
Oh, it's so bad. And this is the problem with AI. It does stuff that you don't want it to do, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah, AI stuff.
But yeah, so if you look at it, I thought I'd shown you this the other week. Let me see.
I don't. That's the first time I've heard about this.
So share this tab instead. Let me look. Right, so you can see it there.
Up in the top left.
So yeah, our faces in themselves, I think that looks quite like you.
They're good. Yeah.
I think that looks pretty much like me.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, do it.
Who's guys?
Oh my god. What the hell is going on? I do have a Chairman Mao face, man.
I'm like 12-year-old Kim Jong-il.
We should just use these all the time.
But the thing is, zoomed out, you never know.
No.
You wouldn't know. But yeah, I was looking at it and I was like trying to look to make sure like there was no pixelation around the edges and AI did a good thing. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't tell AI to do anything down here and it didn't. This was all, this was all edited and put in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why Kat put that in.
Yeah, what is that?
That's one of her family members that she thinks you looked like.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I could see that.
But yeah, the weirdest thing is that's like I didn't tell it to do that. There was another edit as well, where it was literally the first one where I was like put Craig's album cover on it, and it did just put your album cover on it. It did. But it changed the flags. It's UK flag, then US flag for Central and US flag for Eastern.
Right.
For some reason, it just changed Eastern to a Canadian flag for no reason.
That would be Northern, not Eastern.
Okay. And the worst thing is, it was like round circle British flag, round circle US flag, and then the prettiest, most ornate Canadian flag that you have ever seen.
That's because everybody loves the Canadians.
It's fucking brilliant.
They're good. They're good folks. I've been to Canada. It's beautiful there.
So yeah, I think this is what I'm thinking. Like everything that I put out will have a creative initial, but like I think I'm gonna because people like it's more interesting to have a different image every week. Or a video every week even. I cannot facilitate that. No one's going to make it to me. For me. So
make it to me. Is Kind Machine saying that our show is like listening to sports commentary on the radio? Like we're calling the Olympics or something?
Maybe we are.
I didn't think we were that boring. I mean, I knew we were boring, but wow.
Some people like sports weirdly.
I don't do sports, man. I watch wrestling. That's about all I got.
Oh, no.
Huh. Cam. Oh, you've only been to British Columbia. I always wanted to go there too. But that has nothing to do with anything. What's that got to do with rock and roll? Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what's got the next piece of music got to do with rock and roll because we've got 40 minutes and 4 tracks.
We do. The next track up is called Soul Gazing, and it's from Hazy Jane. I almost didn't get that out. Hazy Jane.
I did notice, but I wasn't going to comment, but you made it easy for me.
Hazy. I assume it's playing. I can't hear it, but
it is. It's quite quiet.
Oh, and we describe visual things. Ah. Yeah, it was a more mellow tune, if I remember correctly. Yeah, if we're gonna start being sportscasters, then I gotta buy like one of those, one of those coats, with the tie and the suit coat and
the microphone with the big wind protector that comes off there.
Yeah, the big gigantic.
Oh, that one, yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, the big gigantic foam thing. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Oh, laughing at stuff we see, then describing it on the radio. Yeah, like the picture of us. Yeah, I get that.
I unlike the majority of XRP radio DJs, I'm very aware that normally the majority of people can't see us, which is the other thing that throws me off with the visuals, because I know a lot of what I say is very descriptive. And the other thing is I know I gesture a lot, and it must be bad for epileptics.
Yeah, you have a lot of hand movements, which is good. I do as well,
I was at the owner of the place that I'm working at the moment took me to another recently opened restaurant, and he was like trying to do it as like a secret little like, oh, let's go check it out and comment on it, and if we think it's right. And I'm like, look at those glasses over there, and he's like, put your fucking hands down.
It's supposed to be a covert operation, man. Wow. Hey, do you do comic books?
What do you mean, do them?
Do you read them?
Yes.
Okay.
Mangas.
Okay, not like Marvel or DC or...
No, the last comic book. I read the Sonic comic.
The only reason I ask is, obviously Marvel has the Doomsday stuff coming out, right? Well,
I didn't even know this.
Okay. Well, next year there was a big Marvel event called Secret Wars with the Avengers. They're coming out with that like 2 years from now. So I bought the Secret Wars comic books to read the stories. So I didn't know if you were into that type of thing or not. That's one thing we never talked about. So
no, I mean, big manga head.
Okay.
I have large amounts of. I've even got the Final Fantasy manga. Of course, I would.
Of course you do.
Naruto, Bleach, Battle Angel Alita is one of my favorites.
I have the movie.
When I was younger, the Beano and the Dandy, but they're very British comics, so I doubt that you'd know about Dennis the Menace. No, not the one that you're thinking, not blonde-haired Dennis the Menace. Completely different Dennis the Menace.
Okay. I was never a manga reader. I was a...
You know what? The comparison between the US and the UK, Dennis the Menace, is probably a very good basis for the difference in both of our cultures, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Because your Dennis the Menace was like a little bit bad, but he was like prim and proper, gold hair.
Yeah,
like,
he was.
He had a slingshot in his back pocket, but he did, he never hurt anyone.
No.
British Dennis the Menace, crazy hair, had a dog that would bite people, and he went round fucking shooting his slingshot through windows and shit. Same, still a comic book. He was absolute, like, when you say menace, he was a menace.
I'd rather have that, actually. That'd be better, I think.
You should probably check out some of the Beano.
I will. Yeah, cool. No, like my biggest thing was more like old anime, or as you call it, anim, like the old stuff, like Wicked City and Akira. And that stuff.
Oh, Akira was fantastic.
Yeah.
Here we go. Soul Gazing, Hazy Jane. Me and Craig got into some nerdy talk there.
We did.
It happens occasionally. If we're talking, it should be show and tell really, but I can't be asked to go and get it. But I've got Halo. I have it now. I've completed it again.
Yep.
On normal and hard mode, so we're into the excessive modes where it's really difficult. One thing that I will rate about it is, whilst it did the remaster, nice graphics, well done.
Yeah, they are wonderful.
And also did the obligatory couple of extra bonus missions just to make it a new game, which there's 3 extra bonus missions. It's very good. Excellent. But they've just put some simple things. So you go through all the levels and you find skulls of your enemy. You collect skulls of your enemies now, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
and
sure.
There's 42 skulls of very specific enemies that you can gather throughout of it. And once you gather them, you get what's called campaign remix mode. And
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, each skull does a different edition. So, like, one skull would be like the fun stuff, unlimited ammo, and the God mode, that kind of stuff.
God mode, yeah, right.
But there's other ones that are like realism mode, as in like. So, one of them's like, if you reload and your clip's half full, you lose that clip. It doesn't just add on to the next clip like somewhere. So there's like lots of realism stuff. That would make it harder. That if you get hit in the head or main part of body, you're instantly dead. That kind of stuff. So it's not just like it's not like hard mode. Oh, you've got less life. Oh, the damage does more.
You see Kind Machine?
Okay, we'll just shut up. Fine, Kind Machine. Fine. Yeah, Record don't play no games in Madden 92, right?
Madden 92. What the fuck?
I think he's proving a point, Craig, that
Kind
Machine don't play no games, never.
What's my backlog of unplayed games? A lot of Switch 2. The new Star Fox I haven't played. The new Splatoon Raiders I haven't played. God, what else? There must be 4 new games. I haven't even touched them yet. I got to get around to it. I've been busy.
I know
music
for a fact, Craig has probably got at least $500 worth of brand new games in the cellophane that I would love to play right now.
Start swimming, buddy. I'm right here. Come on.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get rid of me though. You'd have to rent out your games room and put a bed in there.
Well, the problem is we have to get you past U.S. security and customs. You'd never. They'd shoot you halfway over the border, probably.
Oh no, I'm an immigrant and shit.
Hey, I had the greatest idea. This might get me in trouble, but I don't care. I was talking to my wife the other day, and you know, back in World War II.
Yeah, I remember it well, actually.
Okay, now the rest of the world got together, right? And they saved all the poor people that were enslaved by Nazi Germany, right? What would happen if right now the rest of the world got together, like the Europeans and whatnot, and they all came and saved us from Donald Trump? Like, can you guys come over here and like liberate us somehow? Like, take us like city by city, you know, and like reclaim our country back to what we're supposed to. Can you guys come and save us? Is that doable for you?
You've got to start having death camps. I think death camps seems to have been
coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
I'm sure death camps are on the way. You know,
death camp seems to be the world's line that can't be crossed.
Okay, so once we have death camps, you guys are all going to come and bail us out, the British and the whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not going to get like, or you're not going to very strongly in. And I know you're going to laugh. I know you're going to laugh at this because of Venezuela and blah blah blah. But you're not in the position to invade like Germany invaded.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not going to invade or be invaded by. So that bit is out the window. That's like international law. Once someone has encroached a certain amount into your territory, then all of your allies suddenly get a rod up their back and going. You know? Do you know what I mean? You know where I'm getting at?
I do. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the news thing about we're running out of bombs and missiles, so we really can't defend ourselves because we're dropping them all on Iran. Like, good job, sir. Anyway,
it's stupid because Trump was claiming and America was claiming that there was enough bombs and missiles to blow up the whole planet 10 times. And we're going to drop them all on Iraq.
Maybe we blew that out of proportion just a little bit.
Really? America? No.
And what's that got to do with rock and roll? Roll. I want to delay on that.
I could do the same thing and go, I don't know, Craig, what's the next track got to do with rock and roll?
The next track that has to do with rock and roll it has nothing to do with rock and roll, actually. It's Cheesy Chips from Sweet Johnny.
It might be punk and roll.
It is. Are Cheesy Chips a thing over there?
Oh, yes.
Ah.
And they are vastly superior to yours.
Ah, damn it. You guys have chocolate oranges too, damn you.
I know, and they're only £1.
Ah, ours are like $9. It's ridiculous.
I know. I used to have to send Catherine boxes full of Terry's chocolate oranges because it was cheaper than her buying them.
Yeah, we get them here, but you have to seek them out, and they're a lot of money.
Yeah. They're usually £1.50, or you can get them on offer as little as 75p.
Oh, shit. That's great. Yeah. Yep.
Well, it might be a little different now. It's been a while since it's been 3 years since I've had to buy them, but they're still going to be considerably less than like a $10, $9.
Oh, I'm sure I can buy them on Amazon for some greatly inflated price.
I think Kat did that once, and it was like $23 with the delivery.
I believe it.
I was like, never do that ever again.
The Clash did sing "I'm So Bored with the USA." How come I don't know that song? I have Clash albums. Yeah, but you guys had "God Save the Queen," which is like one of the coolest songs ever fucking made.
Apart from it was made by the worst people that could have made it.
Yeah, but my God, it was great. The power on that guitar was fucking amazing, man.
I know, but Johnny Rotten is a fucking Tory, conservative, Republican cunt. It doesn't work.
We didn't know that, though.
You should see some of the stuff he says nowadays. It's you'd hate yourself for liking the Sex Pistols for what the Sex Pistols stood for if you heard what he said today.
You know, the part that's funny, when I was a kid and that album came out, okay, these guys are supposed to be a bunch of punks. They don't know how to play their instruments, right? They have no talent. That album was polished. It had power. It had production. It was great.
Yeah, so because they were a boy band. They were a fucking constructed boy band.
Well, yeah, that was Malcolm McLaren, man. He built them.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to remember, like they auditioned for that band. This wasn't like an already existing cool band. These are like the fucking Beatles again. They auditioned. You know, let's all remember the Beatles auditioned to be in that band, and so did the fucking Sex Pistols.
I thought the story was Malcolm McLaren picked them out of a crowd going to punk clubs, and he saw Johnny Rotten because of how he looked, and he goes, "You're going to be in my band." That's what I heard anyway.
I think people were invited to said punk clubs.
It could be. Bunch of posers.
But I mean, the same fucking difference, really, isn't it?
Hi, honey. Yeah, I guess. Want to say hi to Connie?
Hi, Connie.
She just says hi, Connie. Here, stick your. There she is. See?
Hello.
Hi. See,
Catherine's
she doesn't.
making...
Oh, that's Cat here too.
No, she isn't. But she was making a quilt, and I was going to show you, but it's not here.
Oh, shoot. See, she wants to be on the show with me now. You don't? Do I have to pay you?
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
She came back. Oh, we've got radio things to do. Sorry, you're listening to XRP radio. With the cats come running down to show Connie.
Oh, she's there. Oh, come here, Connie.
I didn't know what it was. I just heard you say Catherine.
Oh no, Connie came on, and I was going to show her your quilt.
Right here.
But now she's right here. Right, okay. Show the quilt. One second.
She has to pop through the background.
It's not done. What? Give me a second.
I know. Hold on. He has to get rid of the background.
3 more orders.
I know. Hold on.
Time is money.
Time is money, she says, Tiz. Come on, man. Hurry this up. She has things to do, you know.
There we go. There.
Oh, wow. It's a little crib quilt.
Quilt.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Nice.
We could swing the camera over here to the side and see lots of fabric.
Yeah, there's tons of it down here. Yeah. Okay,
nice.
Cool.
Did you ever find that jelly roll?
I don't know. Oh, did you ever find that one jelly roll you were looking for, Kat?
Did you find that one jelly roll?
No. All right. Okay. Well, thank you.
Right. Let's go back to our regularly scheduled program. The insights that you guys get on XRP Radio, where the wives of the host come in and have a little fucking sewing chat.
Everybody else, you talk about their drug usage and stuff. You talk about
our quilts, our wives' quilts.
All wives' quilts, yeah. All the dirty underbelly of XRP, everybody.
Oh dear. Right. I think we've got 24 minutes left of the show. We've got 2 more pieces of music. We haven't even played anything by Wrecker the Kind Machine or the Marches yet, and the Marches have just been hovering in the chat box all day. So we should do that.
We should do that. Look at this new fabric you got. It's shovels, snow shovels.
What the?
Isn't that funny?
What is going on? Oh, I need to make sure I've got my shovel blanket. What? Okay. That's so weird. I'm gonna. What curtains do you want, darling? I've some shovels.
And next week we're gonna go shopping at IKEA. We're all gonna go together. It's gonna be fun.
Why are shovels a material? Why are shovels a material? No. Sorry. Why were shovels paid for as a material?
He says, "Why are shovels in the material?" He wants to know. Because they're cute, right? Because we live in Minnesota, it snows a lot here. Ta-da! There you go.
Is there a lot of shovel-based material over there?
No, not at all. That's the first I've ever seen. We've been doing this quilt shit forever. That was the only one I ever saw.
I love the way you it's got shovels on because we're in Minnesota, as if it's like, oh, right, so there's loads of that. No.
That's the first time we ever saw shovels. Just dying. I think you might have broke the show, Connie. on.
Did anyone else laugh?
Well, here, there's snowflakes that match the shovel. See the snowflakes?
Why do snowflakes match? Oh, because of the snow that the shovels are shoveling. Okay. But still, what the fuck? Just that whole description. Oh, of course they're shovels. We live in Minnesota. Oh, right, so there's lots of shovel material. No. I wish the show ended on that.
I know. Oh, man.
Oh.
Like I always say, the P doesn't stand for professional, folks.
I don't know what it stands for today. Maybe it stands for shovels.
I don't know. It stands for fabric. Oh,
Oh.
okay.
That's the hardest I've laughed in a long time, and it's all to do with material. I think my humor. You didn't break XRP. You broke my humor bone.
Oh man, that's pretty great. Okay, moving swiftly forward.
I don't even know how to rescue this. To be honest, I don't know where to go from that.
We might be diving to the bottom of the whatever here.
Oh man, I'm like looking around for any kind of desperate thing to be like, oh, okay, showing time now. Did you know that today I got a menu for a Chinese? Yeah.
What?
A menu for a Chinese? It's okay.
A menu for Chinese. I have rock and roll news.
What's your rock and roll news?
It's a little sad, but if any of you guys are out there are mainstream rock and roll people, Frank Beard, the drummer for ZZ Top, passed away this week at the age of 77. ZZ Top was one of my formative bands when I was a youngster coming up. If you like Southern Fried Boogie and rock and roll, Frank Beard has passed away, and very sad to see him go. But yeah, 77 is a good run, man. Not too bad. You know, so there's that. Not to be a downer, but it is a big deal right now in the music community. So I share these things.
Whilst that is sad news, and I agree with you, I wasn't a big fan of ZZ Top, and I couldn't tell you who Frank Beard was.
He was a drummer, which is funny. Ironically, he was the guy that did not have a beard, but he was Frank Beard. The other two guys had those big long beards on them, which is
all I will say is you reading that off. I have never been more scared in my life of you being artificial intelligence.
Really?
You read it off like it was from a magazine. It was so weird. For all of you fans of rock and roll music, it was so. Did anyone else hear that? Like, am I just on my own, or am I losing my mind because it's the end of the show and I'm absolutely exhausted?
I wish I was AI. I'd be upstairs eating some chips or something, or watching TV. Or
I don't think AI eats chips, even cheesy chips. Whee!
No, it eats chips like from Intel. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a little grower, that one. Very well done, Craig. Very well done.
The Kind Machine says he wants to make it to 87 or 97. I can tell you all right now, my daughter has guaranteed me I'm going to make it to 93. I don't know how she knows that number, but I'm good till 93. So, and Tizz has said several times I drink this embalming fluid.
Yeah,
that courses through my veins, and it's all chemically bullshit that's keeping me alive. So, more power to that.
I've always said I will live till the point where it takes someone else to wipe my butt, and then I will not be alive after that. For various options, there's a multitude of options, but if somebody else has to wipe my butt, it's not for me. Sorry.
Well, as far as you know. You might not know they're wiping your butt at that point, but that's
you know what? Yeah, if I look like I'm in crazy happy wonderland in my mind, you know what? Like if I look like I'm losing my mind, force feed me like LSD or something like that, and let me have a wonderful time. You know what I mean? Like I don't like the addictive ideas behind drugs like heroin, but I'm also told it's like being wrapped in God's blanket. No, that's kind of tempting. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm costing my family lots of money and I'm dying. But if I'm actually costing my family loads of money and dying, then fuck it. I'll give that a go.
Whoa. What if we keep the Craig and Tiz show going until both of us, the camera comes on, and it's just us laying back, staring at the ceiling, kind of like drool coming out of the sides of our mouth, and that's the video feed. And that's all it is. You know, that might be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it would just all we'll do if it gets to that point, we'll have music constantly playing in the background, and on screen, it will be the listeners. The listeners will have to guess: do we like it or do we hate it by our facial expressions, by the way our eyes are moving.
If we twitch once in a while, yeah. Oh man, yeah,
like Tizz likes it, Craig hates it.
That's right. Oh man. It's kind of like Statler and Waldorf. You watch the Muppet Show, right?
Not in a long time, but yes.
You know who Statler and Waldorf are? The two old guys.
Balcony, yeah.
Yeah, that would be us. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Well played. Well played, KM.
Right, let's get a little piece of music on, shall we?
Right on. Here's. Oh, this is appropriate. Here we stand, as opposed to here we sit. This is here we stand.
Here we lay. Here we drool.
Here we stand by Scott Jackson.
Oh, jeez. This is probably a bit too pretty for this conversation.
Well, I did have to put a nice one in there.
Who said?
I don't know. I'm showing my DJ mixing skills.
Maybe DJ curation skills.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen you go, what?
That's true.
What?
Kind Machine says they're nailed to the floor. We are too, probably. So far we've been compared to Statler and Waldorf and two sports announcers. Is that good?
I'm pretty sure we've been compared to worse. Behind our backs, maybe, but...
Oh, these guys have enough balls to tell us exactly how they feel. I'm not worried about that. We have an honest relationship with our audience, don't we?
No, I mean, I don't think any of them have seen my bullshit.
That might take us off the air, but if you wanna.
How honest do you want me to be?
Well, they have no idea. Are those guys really wearing pants? We don't know. They don't know.
Craig, after all this time, I have something to tell you. I am not a man.
Ayin. Damn, that explains why your hair looks so good.
Just drop them, and there's just like the Marilyn Manson curve.
Or my famous line: "It might not look like much to you, but I fathered 2 children with it." Thank you. Yes. Oh, there's that. Yeah.
So there's that.
So I said to the guy at the urinal next to me, "Yeah, it might not look like much to you, buddy." Are we in the shade garden? Yes.
Yeah.
I stole this from Juniper.
And she tripped up, and I
Yes.
said, "Watch where you're walking."
Exactly.
Why?
Oh, can I spell?
Come all hot.
I know. You know, my God, I know you don't do Fahrenheit. It's 73 degrees in Icebox Studios. That's too warm. It should not be that warm down here. It just does not make sense to me.
72. That sounds low for over there.
Well, outside it's like 83. So yeah, it's always cooler down here, but still. If you figure my usual operating is about 55, 56, it's 20 degrees warmer in here than usual.
It's it's so hot here, Craig. It's 54.
Oh, that's hot. Oh, I mean, in Celsius, 54?
No, in Fahrenheit, 54.
Oh God, that's nothing. That's
so hot, Craig.
No,
Scott Jackson, here we stand in incredibly hot temperatures.
Well, outside right now I have 78 according to my computer. So 78's perfect. That's not too bad.
Outside I have I need to change it back to Fahrenheit again. 54. Which is 12 degrees centigrade.
That's t-shirt weather for me.
Yeah.
54, 55. Yeah, that's right. Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
That's going to be a new section of our show. What's temperature where you live, kids? I'll be a new part for the chat box.
or for the late night subscribers, what are you wearing in this weather?
And my real name is Trixie. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck Trixie. Go to hell, Trixie.
You fucker, you brought her.
I didn't.
You be nice.
I have a Chinese menu.
Should I show you some more fabric?
I mean, I'm worried what he's got. Like, we've got shovels, and we were talking about it's Trixie. So where are we going next?
She went upstairs. Now I got nothing. Okay, so we've got to kill about 12 minutes, give or take.
About 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Call it 7 minutes.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know, because it might be less, because realistically, I think that the Kind Machine requested Wrecker.
How come every time I see the Kind Machine in the chat box, he's going to fucking bed? Like, is it always 3 o'clock in the morning whenever he listens to a show on XRP, or what in the hell is it?
I mean, he lives here, so I'm sure. So
what, it's like 11 o'clock, 11:30 for you guys.
It's 20 minutes past 11.
Yeah. You wear pajamas to bed? Come on, man. Rock and roll guys
no.
wear pajamas. No.
I stand by pajamas, man.
No.
I stand by pajamas. I don't care what you say. I'm a pajama guy.
Dude, it's not rock and roll, man.
Oh, smash it. Especially Christmas pajamas. It's the only Christmas thing I'll do that. You know what? Nice fresh pair of... I don't do it for Christmas.
Yeah?
But a nice fresh pair of pajamas in winter. That's something else, man.
The closest that I came to pajamas, I got a brand new pair of Zubas today. You guys remember Zubas, right?
I don't know. What's a Zuba?
They're like those zebra striped lounge pants. They were a big thing back in the 80s, like fluorescent stripes. I'll send you a picture sometime.
I'm getting a picture of Craig in this jammies.
Anyway, where were we? It's already Thursday where KM is.
How is it already Thursday? Oh, are you in Germany?
He's in Germany. He hangs out there because that's where Bowie did all of his best work. But that was Berlin. That's a whole different conversation. You know, I never was a big Bowie fan.
He didn't bring down the wall on his own.
He did not. I mean, it's 20 after midnight for him.
George Michael did, though.
He brought down the wall?
With his dick. I'm sorry.
Well, he wants you to think that.
There is a very niche comics sketch animation that I can't even remember where it's from, so I look like a fucking weirdo for saying that in itself. But that's where that's from. Just so you know, there is a comic animation where he does smash the wall with his. Oh no, he doesn't do it in the animation. It's alluded to. That's how the wall came down.
Well, you got to have faith. Well, George Michael joke there for you guys. Thank you.
Well, I guess it would be nice if you would knock this wall down.
I'll knock this wall down with your dick. Yeah. Wonderful.
You know what, Craig? There's lots of people in the world that can get away with saying the word dick, and I would hasten to add that you are not one of them.
Oh, come on. We're all grown-ups here. See, now we have Hasselhoff in the chat.
Are you trying to say that you're a dick guy?
No, I'm trying to say I'm a grown-up. Or I'm a dick, guy? Yeah, probably.
Guy. Do you like fish sticks? Do you like crab sticks?
No, now we're on Hasselhoff, though. Knight Rider, baby.
Right.
That's it.
Again, from a weird comedy sketch that I saw, where there was 3 guys, and it was one of the most hilarious things that I saw. It was just 3 guys on stage, and one of them just started going, and there was another one, and the one on the other end was going. See, you're laughing. That's how funny it was. There was just 3 guys doing Ding, digga, 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 digga. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
How tonight I'm going to play the show back on YouTube and I'm going to sample that and use it in something.
If you can recreate the Knight Rider theme tune from what I just did, I would pay you. I would pay you money to hear the result for that.
Well, I do have a studio.
It might not be a lot of money, but I will pay you at least pence.
If you can send me over one of those chocolate oranges, man, we would be okay.
I'll send you. I would. If you can make the Knight Rider theme tune of me going.
That's it.
I see. There's me trying to get you good samples as well, and you're talking all over it. I don't know.
You know, that sounds like Thunderbirds to me. That last thing you were doing. Or is that Stingray when they drop the city?
Stingray.
Stingray. Yeah, exactly. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Even things.
You trying to tell me that Hasselhoff singing "Knock Down the Wall"? Wow.
No, I told you he did it with his dick.
No, I'm looking at the Kind Machine's comment.
He did sing at the wall. He sang on the wall, and they brought it down shortly after.
What did he sing? Like the walls come tumbling down, or what? What was it?
What was it? It's one of the really massive tune, Craig.
Fear the world.
No, tip of my tongue. Humpty Dumpty.
Sat on the wall.
No, it wasn't.
He had a great fall.
It wasn't.
You know, but I love the idea of that though. This is a great show. Isn't this great? Isn't this a great show? I'm telling you. If I wasn't on this show, I'd tune into this show, man.
At least someone's fucking enjoying it.
Well, that's one of us.
Right. I was going to play some Wrecker, and you Humpty Dumpty'd me away from Wrecker, I'm afraid. So we're on the last tune.
Okay, hopefully he still loves me. The last tune is, this is a cool song. Here, ready? Last song is called Rise Up by Jenny Rad.
It's been a pleasure to entertain you all for the evening. We will be back next week on Wednesday, same time, same place, and I'll be back on Sunday with Submission Sunday, delivering all the latest unsigned and independent music from me directly into your ear holes with my XR penis. Sorry. This is Rise Up, Jenny Rad.
This is kind of Wrecker-ish, actually.
Oh, the music, not what we were talking about, penises.
No. Tonight's show is mental, more mental than usual. Well, we didn't promise you sanity.
I'm stealing that.
Let's use that for a tagline next Wednesday. Sanity? We didn't promise you sanity. Or what's the one? Crazy? I'm not the one that's crazy. You're all crazy. Yeah, that one. I ran into this tune and I go, good old classic rock and roll, baby. 3 chords. These guys were from Belgium or something. I looked them up.
No, if we didn't know better or hadn't already established, I'd start calling this show Generations Apart, because that would suit it so well.
That sounds too serious.
I know it sounds like that's something that will be on BBC tomorrow.
Generations Apart sounds like something like on a soap opera or like the Hallmark Channel or something.
I think it sounds like those quiz shows where it's like dad and son in the same show, and it's like guess the questions about each other.
Look at KM's last comment.
What do they call it? Family something, not Fortunes, but
yeah, family feud.
Family fucktards.
Okay, the clip, the next week's promo says death camps, penises, and more. That's next week's promo. It's great. Next week, madness, death camps, and penises. Only here on XRP. Oh, man. It is all scripted, yeah. We're reading this off of cue cards. I have a teleprompter right over here. Yeah, right. From the control booth. Actually, no. I think what happens is that I think Juniper watches this show and she goes, "God, I wish I could talk about death camps and penises on my show too." But she probably really doesn't.
You guys,
that'd be a whole different show.
For everyone that's been watching, it's been a pleasure to entertain you all for the evening. We will see you. We'll see you next week, apparently. I don't know what's going on, but he sure did. See you later, everybody.
So here we are again. Thanks for stopping by to listen to the barman and that old annoying guy. Do you ever wonder? Do you want to see who are these men of mystery? Tizz lives in Scotland and runs XRP, a broadcasting legend, I'm sure you'll agree. Craig lives in a studio in the USA, working on music most every day. They come together at this time each week, a wondrous pairing of these two great geeks. So stop in the chat box and say a hello, and listen in wonder to Craig